Hello. How's everyone? Do your pets decide as soon as you're doing something kinda important, they're like, no, you can't do anything important right now. You have to pay attention to me. I feel like it's every time I'm about to start streaming my cat. It's like, nope. No, you have to do something for me. Make sure everything's still working. Okay. I don't think there's anything to talk about before we go in. We'll see how long this takes. I do have things I need to work on tonight. So I can't spend like hours, but maybe it matters. Like I said, we might spend 2 hours with this game today. Past that, probably not. As always, you can check out my art. I have a shop. It's linked in the description and in the chat. But let's jump right in, I guess. Make sure the music's not too loud. The music's okay. The starting music is bothering me, so I turned it off on my side. But once we get in, turn it back on. So we should be meeting the people who have saved us. I don't remember. We met the performer already, but I don't remember his name already. I can't believe this. I look down at my neatly bandaged feet. I have to admit that while sore, they are nowhere near as painful as they were 2 days before. Here's some salve I made for you. It'll help with the pain. Why would she even care? I was the reason she lost her job at the palace. Considering no one thinks you're the princess, she wouldn't think she lost her job from you. Oh, she probably doesn't remember I am the princess, but still she has no reason to do such things for me. I ignore the salve for the time being and gingerly stand up, testing my feet for pain. The injury is definitely healing. I slowly walk over to the table and change into the clothes that have been left there. The dress is nowhere near as luxurious as the ones that I wear in the palace, but still, it is far improved from my rags. All my life, I never had to lift a finger, and now I will not let them see how much they've rattled me. I refuse to break. Just watch me. I will free myself from this curse. So we're in some type of tavern, it looks like. Okay. What is this place? There are several people in the room chatting amicably with each other. I noticed the girl that had left me the salve by the counter serving drinks. But as soon as the people in the room noticed me, the room fell into immediate silence. Well, look at what we have here. The Ice Princess herself. Huh? They know who I am? I didn't think it was true. Cursed for her cold-heartedness, as to be expected. You remember who I am, and yet you still treat me like this? Well, you aren't really a princess anymore, are you? You're one of us now, girl. Everyone, please, you shouldn't be treating a newcomer like this. Princess, let me apologize. They mean no offense. I cannot believe that. Not when the people Parfait is referring to simply smirk and shrug as I meet their gazes. What is this place? Welcome to the Marchand Tavern, a home for those with the fairy tale curse. You make it sound like some kind of holiday house. Don't ruin my moment, Delora. Marchand Tavern? The Marchand was built 3 years ago when the number of curses in Angelia continued to rise. The goal is to gather those affected so they might help each other break their curse. Of course, I am also here to provide help as necessary. Only the cursed and those ailed with our and those allied with our cause can stay here. The evil and the wicked can never find this place. Most of the people here are cursed. How come these people remember who I am? The cursed are not affected by the conditions of someone else's curse. Your condition is simple. Everyone has forgotten you are the crowned princess. But because these people here are cursed, they still remember your title. It goes without saying that fairies and witches are also not affected. So does that mean the maid we fired is cursed, or is she just someone who allies with the cause, so she would forget that we're the princess? We'll have to find out, I guess. Come, princess, let me introduce you to the few boarders we have at Marchand. Parfait beckons the serving girl over. This is Anise. She helps out in the Marchand and does most of the cooking. I'm sure you understand why she's working here now. I believe she deserves an apology. Miss Delora, what are you talking about? Don't you worry your sweet little head over it. So she's not cursed. Okay. You don't remember what this ice princess did to you? Huh? I have nothing to apologize for. Clumsiness does not befit a palace maid. I only did what was necessary. Well, it's nice to meet you, princess. I'm Anise. I hope we get along. Really, this is how you're going to start doing good? I don't believe I asked for your opinion. Please, you two, no fighting. I hold my tongue as Parfait leads me to two people whose faces are incredibly familiar. Are they familiar? I've never seen them. Oh, they are faces I have seen in the palace before. This is Jiren and Garland? How did you know? Both of you were in the Order of Caldera? Sorry about our neighbor. For some reason, they think it's perfectly fine to do this at all hours of the day. That's right. They were two of Sir Alcaster's best knights. It was a big surprise when they both left a year ago. I only found out recently that it was because they acted against Sir Alcaster's orders. They were stripped of their titles and dishonorably discharged from service. What are you two doing here? We help the fairies. They and Annies are exceptions and are allowed in this tavern without the curse. Jurin and Garland lend us their strength to help protect the Marchen. Protect from the witches. They do anything to make sure their curses remain unbroken. And what about you? I am an exception. Also, I'm good. You keep forgetting the good part. Remember, not all witches are evil. Your curse is a test. A test? God, this music is so annoying. I might just turn it completely off for me. Originally, the wicked were cursed so they could learn to change. Their curses were meant to teach them a lesson. I'm hoping your curse will teach you a lesson too, Ice Princess. I really am only trying to help you. I don't need you to show me how to change, I just want my life back. Well, to do that, you'll have to break your curse. Try and make some friends, Princess. They might be able to help you break your curse. Oh, I'd love to hang around and watch the princess try to be friendly. We have work to do, Delora. Fine. Try not to make any more enemies, Princess. The instant Parfait and Delora leave the room, the temperature drops several degrees. Now that I'm alone, I feel the cold stares return. Disgust, contempt, as if I am the reason they are cursed and have to take refuge in the Marchen in the first place. Make friends? All I ever had are my dolls. I've never needed friends. I will break this curse on my own. I was told it was rude to stare. One man suddenly stands up, the anger apparent on his face. Yes, he looks so angry. Look at that face. That just screams so angry. His hands clench and unclench into fists as he glares at me pointedly. Jurin and Garland place themselves in front of me, shield me from the man. You know the rules. What happened in the past stays in the past. And no one is allowed to harm anyone else in the Marchen. If you cannot comply, you are no longer welcome here. No matter, the Ice Princess will get what's coming to her. He throws one last glare my way before sitting down again. Break the rules and you'll get what's coming to you. That goes for everyone here. Jurin's tone is cold and firm. There is no doubt that she means what she says. So these are the great knights of the Order of Caldera. The Marchen begins to settle down and everyone eventually goes back to their conversations and meals. I walk towards an empty table, realizing that I am being deliberately ignored. I become immersed in my thoughts as I sit down. One thought, however, comes to me immediately. They hate me. They hate me somehow. When I've only ever left the palace twice in my life. How did this happen? The only people who treat me with any respect were Anise, Durin, and Garland. Is it because they cannot remember who I am? Maybe being in the Martian is not such a good idea. You have nowhere else to go, though. Like, you are homeless. Take the free room and just deal with the stairs. I doubt anyone here wants to help me break my curse. You just complained that you were gonna break it yourself. Shut up. They'd probably rather see me suffer under its weight. 3 good deeds? How am I supposed to complete 3 when I do not know if I can even accomplish 1? May I join you? I look up and stare in shock at the beautiful lady from the toy shop. Her beauty still manages to take my breath away. What is she doing here? You were in the toy shop. Ah, yes, I was there picking up some items for a friend. I am humbled you still remember me. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Miss Karma. Your name is Karma? A suitable name for someone as beautiful as me, no? Oh yeah, his name's Waltz. Karma, your narcissism is going to scare the princess away. Oh, you are that magician boy. Boy? Oh, how appropriate. Boy. Call me that one more time and I'll ruin that pretty face of yours. You would hit a lady? How savage. Anyway, I'm Waltz. I have the Neverland curse. What about you, princess? What's your fairy tale curse? Does everyone share what their curse is? We talk about it freely in Marchin. The whole point is helping each other break our curses, after all. Hard to do that if we keep our fairy tale quiet. He pauses, then narrows his eyes slightly. Well, some people keep their fairy tales a secret. He eyes Karma briefly, cocking an eyebrow. The smile never leaves Karma's face. Has anyone managed to break their curse? I've been told that if you have, a few, that's not very reassuring. Well, at least the curse can be broken. I cannot particularly say that reassures me either. What ails you, darling? Is it your curse? You can talk to us about it. Tell us what it is. Cinderella. Oh goodness, Cinderella. That explains the nature of your curse, only it's been reversed, hasn't it? Riches to rags. That's one way of putting it. Karma, you're not helping. I don't know enough about fairy tales to even begin to guess what Karma's curse is. Do you guys have any guesses? Something with narcissism is what I'm gonna guess. You really are better off ignoring him, princess. He mostly speaks nonsense. He? Princess? Parfait's voice takes me by surprise. I hadn't even noticed her entering the room again. May I speak with you? This is a big tavern. To have a multiple rooms, so all the curses can at least have a room to stay. Whole, like, eating area. And then this nice, like, big sitting area. I'd like you to meet someone, though I'm sure you already know him quite well. Oh, is Rod also cursed? Oh, it would make sense if he's cursed. So you really are cursed. I was the one that gave Sabby to Rod so that he still had some way to voice his opinions. Sabby. Short for Sebastian. Cute, isn't it? No, it's not cute. It's nice to meet you, princess. Sabby's voice changes when it greets me. The tone it uses is lower whenever it speaks for Rod. Perhaps this is what Rod's voice actually sounds like. Wait, if he remembers me, does that mean the mermaid's curse? What? That is my curse. Rod has been mute all this time because he is cursed. Does everyone else know? Obviously, they are my family. Even the king? He knows as well. So, am I the only one you never told? Considering you didn't want anything to do with your stepfamily, it's not a surprise you weren't told. I didn't think you particularly cared either way. He is not wrong, yet I cannot believe I did not know. I was left out once again. What are you doing here? I have been trying to help Rod with his curse. That's why he comes to the merchant from time to time, but I don't even want... Anyway, I only came here today to confirm that you were truly cursed. I wanted to see it with my own eyes. It was a big surprise when I woke up one day and you weren't in the palace. And even bigger surprise when I found out no one remembered you. It's been days since I was cursed. I wonder, how are things in the palace? Livelier, happier. I've never seen my family happier than they are now. I'd say it is good thing you aren't a princess anymore. I always thought Rod didn't really care about me regardless, but is this the truth? So is this how you truly feel, or do we stay silent? I mean, he gave an objective opinion. Like, he thinks his family seems happier without Lucetta there anymore. He didn't say he felt happier. So I think we're gonna just stay silent. You hate me? That is not silent. Shut up. You have no right to start acting the victim now. Not when you treated my family with such disrespect. The only reason I didn't say anything before is because Emily didn't want me to. I'm happier too now that you're gone. This is where you should have put the choices to pick. Now that we actually have his opinions, I don't have to pretend to like you anymore. I'm going to return to the palace now. I'm gone and they're all happier. Your very existence has been erased in the palace. They've never known you. That doesn't mean they're happier without you. Even the king. What did I expect? No, they are happier without you. Because you're a crappy person. If you were at least slightly better, they wouldn't be as happy as they are now. They would have some sadness. Why did you bring me here? The people in the merchant, I shouldn't have left you alone in there. I'm sorry. You know how they felt about me. What have I ever done to them? Be a terrible person. Now isn't the right time to explain. When will it ever be the right time? So many things have already happened to you. I need you to be patient, Lucetta. Has the prince already left? Yes, he has. Princess, we'll talk about this later. For now, you must focus on breaking your curse. Did I miss something? No. Right. Maybe the fairy is right. I don't think I am ready to find out how I've made so many people hate me. Well, Parfait, I think it's time we get down to business. What should we do with her? What are you talking about now? You, of course. You've got nowhere to go, right? I thought I could stay here. What you mean? She is right. I think back to the days I spent on the streets and shiver. I will do anything so long as I don't have to go back there. The princess can stay at the margin with me and the rest of my boarders. Why is this a shock? You said this is where curses can stay. Like, why is this written so badly? Sorry. Why is some parts written so badly? So far the story is not terrible. We're just constantly going back and repeating things. I've almost forgotten what hope feels like, but you'll have to work in exchange for a room. I celebrated too soon. What? Magic has its limitations, just like everything else. Money doesn't appear out of thin air, not even for a fairy. The merchant doesn't attract many customers since only the cursed and a few others can enter. I sell my potions here and there, but I have several hungry mouths to feed and my funds are tight. I thought fairies lived in luxury. Parfait, are you broke? Ouch, even the Ice Princess can tell. And yet you still take people in. It's always been how Parfait operates. She's good-natured to a fault. I'm told suffering beneath my debt will be what kills me. Why don't you just leave? I assume you have enough to take care of yourself. Leave someone who's in need of help? I could never. And that, princess, is how goodness works. How goodness works? It's not as if I accept freeloaders. All of my boarders help me run the marchand and do errands. The princess has never worked a day in her life. I doubt she'd be useful. If karma can be useful, anyone can. I have yet to see karma do anything. I have yet to see karma be anything but useless. Princess, you're more than welcome to stay if you're willing to help out. It's the least you can do in exchange for a roof over your head and 3 meals a day. Oh, even 3 meals a day. We are now living in the lap of luxury. Oh, and shoes. And shoes. Wow. Just to, help out with the tavern? Do I even have a choice? I toss and turn in bed, unable to fall asleep. The mattress is hard and the sheets are itchy, nothing at all like the bed I had in the palace. What I would give for my old bed again, for any of the comforts of home. Just break the stupid curse. You just have to do 3 good deeds, and then you get your life back. This is not that hard. It's not like we have to change our life around. We just need to do 3 good deeds. I miss my dolls. Lady Parfait, Lady Parfait. I sit up immediately. What is going on? I leave my room to investigate. Some of the other merchant boarders, Waltz, Durin, and Carlin, are sitting on the settee, looking anxious. Is that what this living room area is called, the settee? What's happening? Sorry, did we wake you up? You were yelling in the middle of the night. Yeah, no, we weren't asleep, but like you were yelling. No, but the noises Garland was making would have woken the dead. Durin and I found an injured man while we were doing our rounds. We brought him here. An injured man? Wait, what were you doing outside? It's almost 1 in the morning. Nothing you need to worry about. Lady Parfait and Anise are tending to the man now. These people, will they just help anyone they found on the streets? What if this man is dangerous? Do you think the witches got to him? It's possible. We'll have to find out when he wakes up. The next day, Parfait reveals that the man only suffered minor head injuries. She says that she expects him to wake up soon. I look at the tray of food in my hands. Anise had asked me to bring it up to the stranger's room while she finishes the rest of her cooking. I would never have been asked to do this in the palace. Goodness, what's that poor tray done to you to deserve that look? I must say that it's odd to see the princess doing something nice for someone. What do you want? I want something. I have something to ask the man that was brought in last night. Seeing as you're God, I can't read right now. Seeing as you're being good enough to deliver breakfast, I thought I'd just tag along with you. If you're going, just bring the tray up yourself. You are not in any position to delegate your duties to me, Miss Lucetta. Come on, our guest must be famished. Seeing no way out, I followed Alora to the spare room the man had been put in. Come in. I thought the man would have been old, but to my surprise he looks young, perhaps in his early 20s. He seems lost in reverie as he stares at a small notebook. Good morning, good to see you're awake and breathing. The man looks up at her when she speaks. The instant he sees us, his eyes widen. You have some ugly clothes on. Why is he staring at us like that? Am I dead? What? Why would you think you're dead? What? I'm in heaven, or maybe you two are angels that have fallen out of it? Are you hitting on us? I see. What can a humble gentleman like myself do for you lovely ladies? You can join me on this bed. Can we just throw you out the window? We don't want you. You can deal with your injuries on the street, I'm sorry. It's very comfortable and there's plenty of room for the both of you. I'll follow your lead on this one, princess. Princess. Of course, such a beautiful lady can only be a princess. Look at the noble way you hold the tray. I do want to throw the tray at him, though. Okay, we're gonna throw the tray at him, and then probably just see what happens. Then we'll reload and stay silent. Can I throw the tray at him? I'm tempted to let you. Feisty as well. Oh, be still, my beating heart. Huh? You. Oh, he's awake. Another lovely lady has entered my chambers. I don't think my heart can handle the perfection of 3 of you at once. I think I know how Casanova here got those head injuries. Some lady decided she had enough of his rubbish and wanted to punish him. Delora, patience. He may not be in the right state of mind right now. He did take injuries to the head after all. The man finally stopped to look just at me. He narrows his eyes and stares so hard I almost want to slap him. What? You're familiar. But no, it's impossible. Aren't you the crown princess? What are you doing here? If he knows, then he's definitely not a witch or a fairy. It can only mean one thing if he recognizes the ice princess. What is your name, good sir? I would answer any question you may ask me, madame, but the man looks down at the notebook in his hand. I don't remember. Amnesia. I know everything about Angelia, and yet I don't know the first thing about myself. Except that I have the Rumpelstiltskin curse. Rumpelstiltskin? God, that's such a hard word to say. Is that a fairy tale? I don't... I know of that fairy tale. I don't know what it's about, though. Wait, is that the one with the, beanstalk? Maybe I'm messing up curses or fairy tales now. Like I said, I don't know fairy tales well. I knew it. He's got the fairy tale curse. Fairy tale curse. Do you remember how to break it? From what I remember, I need to collect 3 memories and get them to appear in this journal as entries. He shows us the notebook he's been holding onto since we entered the room. My first memory is waking up and holding this. I thought there would be information in here, but it's empty. Another victim of the curse. You must be tired. Lucetta will leave your breakfast here and will give you some time to yourself. We'll be outside if you need anything else. Rumpelstiltskin. What is that fairy tale about? Delora does not do a good job of hiding her laughter. She snorts and I cross my arms, embarrassed. Mother burned the fairy tales in the palace before I got the chance to read all of them. Fine, I'll keep it short. Once upon a time there was a girl that was said to be able to spin straw into gold. The king found her and locked her in a tower. He said he wouldn't let her out until she turned all the straw in the room into gold. But the girl was just a regular human girl. She knew she would never be able to turn the straw into gold and feared that she would be locked up forever. That was when an old little man appeared before her and offered to do the job for her if she gave him something in return. The girl gave him her necklace, and the man spent the rest of the night spinning the straw into gold. However, the girl wasn't released the second night. She was given more straw to spin, and the little man appeared once more. This time she gave him her ring. On the third night, the king ordered her to spin the straw one last time, and if she did, she would be released and made his queen. However, that night the girl had nothing left to give the little man, so they made an agreement. He would spin the straw into gold for her, so long as she gave him her first child. I personally never understood why the girl would want to marry the king in the first place. I mean, being locked up forever or marrying someone who locked you up and have just a smidge of freedom, I think most people would marry the king. Hush, I'm telling the story here. Years passed, and the queen finally gave birth to her first child. That night, the odd little man returned and demanded his due, but the queen didn't want to give up her child. The man then said that he would take the child if the queen was able to guess his name in 3 days. The man's name was Rumpelstiltskin. Did she guess it? Oh yeah, the night before her time was officially up, the queen was drawn to the forest by the sound of a little voice. She saw the little man celebrating his upcoming victories, singing about how nobody had or ever would guess his real name, which was Rumpelstiltskin. He does not sound particularly smart, so agrees the general populace. Sometimes I wonder how Hans was able to come up with such a tall tale. Well, the merchant is opening soon. I expect another busy day. Especially busy for you, Lucetta. You need to start coming up with good deeds. The Amnesia Casanova was allowed to stay at the merchant with the other boarders because he still seems capable. Parfait set him to work as one of the merchant's servers. Annie's protests that he remains abed fell on deaf ears. Parfait couldn't very well throw him out, not well knowing that he had nowhere to go. I would be incapable of showing him such kindness, given all of the nonsense he spouts at us. The people that frequent merchant begin to steadily ignore me altogether, like I do not exist. It is better than the stares and hateful looks. Rumple, you aren't here to flirt. But this lovely lady is unattended. Sir Rumple, please, you're making me blush. Because that man can't remember his name, he fashioned one from his own curse, Rumple. I think it suits him. I will never understand Parfait. This amorous waste of space is about as useful as karma. I've returned, speak of the devil. Did you miss me? Karma had left abruptly yesterday, saying that she had something very important to take care of. Are we also transphobic? Why are you calling Karma a she if Walt called the mail. Waltz trails in after her, carrying several boxes in his arms. Why am I carrying these? Because you made me run the errand for you at the toy shop the other day. Because gentlemen carry things for ladies. I'm going to drop them now. Those boxes contain very important contents. Welcome home, Miss Karma. Nice to see you survived the trip, Waltz. Thank you, Anise. So, this is our new housemate. We have not had the opportunity to meet. I am... Karma looks fed up with him already. We are all surprised when Rumple suddenly reached out to grab Karma's hand. My life before this moment had been a depressing monochrome. Now that you have entered my bleak existence, I see everything in beautiful, blazing colors. And nothing shines more brightly, more vividly than you. I am Rumple, my sweet. Let us talk of marriage. I stare at Karma, waiting for her to flirt back. At the very least, I expect her to wave Rumple away for being a fool, but she remains eerily silent. Answer, my angel, I beg of you. Keep? Say the word and it is done. Your filthy hands off of me. Ow. Not again. I would never be interested in the likes of you. Go on, lad. Give him a good beating, like the one you gave to me. My queen, there is no need for violence. What did you call me? Please, calm down. Rumple is still recovering. What is going on? Karma is a man. Doesn't take kindly to being flirted with. Or proposed to. She is a man? But your voice, your face, your breasts. Ow. That's what you're focusing on, pervert? I worship all aspects of the female form, but my particular favorite has always been... God, you're also crap. I don't like Rumple either. At least we're just a terrible person. Like, people who just constantly flirt with everyone they see is a different type of crappy person. Ow. Do yourself a favor and shut up. I never would have known, but why would he do this? Don't look at me like that. I have my reasons. Is it because of your curse? Yes. So it was... I'm guessing it here. I'm pretty sure it was Karma that rescued us with I think there's a dog outside playing with a squeaky toy. I doubt you can hear the squeaky toy go off. It's not that loud, but sorry. It was probably Karma and Waltz that... Obviously it was Waltz that saved us, but I'm pretty sure it was both of them. I am undone. My heart is in pieces. You knew him for 10 minutes. For those that can hear the music of their heart like I, it takes only a look to fall madly, irresistibly in love. I must leave. My heart will need time to heal. And the marching attracts all sorts, doesn't it? That one is entirely Parfait's fault. Alright. Nothing to see here. Back to work. I'm still in shock from what I learned earlier. Karma, a man. It's not fair that he is so beautiful. It's not fair that he is so beautiful as a woman. If the woman population of Angelia knew the truth, Karma would be hunted down for making the rest of us pale in comparison. Anise, being good, I suppose, prepared a special lunch to welcome the newest merchant boarders. We have all been invited to a private dining room. Excuse me, is Lady Parfait here? Prince Rod, perfect timing. Please join us for lunch. I only came to talk to you, Lady Parfait. But I'm hungry and I've no wish to make you wait while I eat. Come, join us. Please, Your Highness, I've made too much as usual. You must help us finish it. Very well. That's so sweet of them. A cursed princess and a cursed prince. What an eccentric collection of friends you have, Lady Parfait. I wouldn't say they were eccentric necessarily. You're the most eccentric one here, Rumple. Really now. I sit silently in my chair. I am uncomfortable around so many people. Even when Mother was alive, I had all my meals alone since my parents were always too busy to sit down for meals with me. The meals with Ophelia and her children were also always awkward and silent. However, the atmosphere here is lively and friendly even though I barely know anyone here. Is something wrong? Excuse me? You're barely touching your food. Don't you like it? Dolores said it was one of your favorites. I'm just not used to eating with company, that's all. They say that sharing a meal brings the family closer together. Garland. I apologize. Closer together, huh? So, have you made any progress on how to do those good deeds, Princess? There is no way I'm admitting that I do not even know how to complete one. Oh, I forgot you're not so good at doing the good front. You are not very helpful. Why don't you ask someone to teach you how to do good? What? Well, that's not something you hear every day. As in, take some kind of lessons? If you're having so much trouble on your own, you should ask someone to give you some advice or teach you. It's as simple as that. What is this I hear? The princess needs advice? Well, then she is in luck. I happen to give the most excellent advice, and believe me when I say I can teach you almost anything. Princess is indeed lucky as I am available for teaching duties. No doubt I'd be the better choice as I don't go about deceiving the world. Excuse me? From one-sided flirting to bitter enemies, and all in the span of a few hours. The man broke my heart. Anyway, I'd also be happy to help you in any way I can, Princess. And I'm sure your stepbrother would be happy to help as well. I am so sure he would help me break my curse. I don't think I'd be the best teacher for this sort of thing. I only teach others how to fight. Never mind the fact that Jurin herself still struggles to be good. What? You're lucky, aren't you? So many people are willing to help you. Why? Why are you all willing to help me? That's what we do at the Martian. We help each other. Lesson number 1. Doing good means helping whenever one can. Just let any of us know if you want our help. Trust no one but yourself. You need not care for anyone but yourself. That is what Mother in the last few years have taught me. I have always been alone, and it's easier that way, and yet these strangers, these people that I've only known for a few days, are so willing to help me when they will gain nothing in return. Is this the goodness I was meant to see, Father? How can I even begin to trust and care for others when I have forgotten how to do so? I am slowly beginning to understand what I must do. Chapter 2. We will save. I don't see why this is necessary. Of course this is necessary, Princess. You work to show you can be useful. I wonder if our good deeds are gonna be to help break the other curses. For the last half hour, Parfait and Delora have been debating what chores they want to give me. I cannot believe they are seriously going to make me work like a commoner. No freeloaders at the Martian, remember? And you can't pull the princess card anymore that you're just a homeless peasant. Being demoted to a homeless peasant is not my fault. If you really think about it, it was kind of me to demote you. Stop teasing her, Delora. Lucetta has had a lot thrown at her already. I'm only speaking the truth. Besides, working to live in the commoner's way of life. But at least it's rewarding. But if you do nothing, you get nothing. No food, no clothes, no bed. You are no longer Princess Lucetta. Life here at the Martian is comfortable, and you need to work for comfort. Remember that. What you do is your choice, Princess. Do I even have a choice? Yes, you can either stay here and work, or live on the street. Those are your choices. No, not really. Let's see. How about cooking duties? No way. She'd burn a salad. She could be a receptionist, not with her attitude. Then we lose all our customers. That's probably true. I'm right here, you know. Sorry. Do you have any useful skills at all? As a princess, I had servants who did everything for me. They cleaned my room, helped me dress. How am I expected to possess skills for things I've never done? I've found the perfect job for our Cinderella. Cleaning. Lucetta will be in charge of sweeping the marching floor. What? Perfect. Even she should be able to do that. Could you, Princess? I refuse. But look, I even put a cute little ribbon on the broom just for you. Oops. It's your very own special broom. A princess does not clean. Then get out. If you're not gonna do what the only job you can do, then you're not allowed to stay here. I will not deal with this. Hard-headed as ever. Don't worry, I have a fix for this. Are you... Suddenly, the broom flies into my hand. I am pulled helplessly along. This thing begins to sweep the floors. I try to pull my hands away, but they may as well be glued to the broom. They do not budge. What have you done? You should be thanking me. I'm helping you with your duties. Delora, isn't this a little too much? Oh, nonsense. The princess is learning useful new skills. Mr. Broom will teach her everything she needs to know. If the floor is dirty, Mr. Broom will come to life and start sweeping. And it will not stop until the floors are spotless. What? Come on, Parfait. We've got time for a cup of tea. But she'll be fine. A little sweeping never killed anyone. You are dreadful. Enjoy your time with Mr. Broom. Wait, did they really just leave? Hey, slow down. The broom begins to sweep faster. Despite my protest, I am still forced, like a puppet, to sweep the floors with grudgingly tendency. Wow. That's a very magical broom to make the floor sparkle. I can barely catch my breath after that. Princess, Parfait sent me to check. How lovely. It's so clean. I can see my reflection on the floorboards. I'm impressed. Do not even think about stepping into this room with your dirty shoes. Goodness, I didn't know princesses could be such terrifying creatures. You are aware that the marchen is opening soon, yes? The floors aren't going to stay clean forever. Then do not open the marchen. I do sympathize with you, Princess. It's difficult adjusting to the commoner's life. What would you know about that? More than you think. What? Oh, did I let that slip? That was my mistake. Karma just smiles at me, his eyes gleaming with playful mischief. He's definitely hiding something. My hands are red and sore from all the sweeping I have done today. I remember the salve Anise offered me when I first woke up in my room. Surely that will help somewhat. I apply it to my hands and find to my surprise that it is very effective. Most of the redness quickly fades along with the pain. Is this what my life will be like if I do not break the curse, forced to work day in and day out? I cannot let things stay like they are. I must act. I lay down to rest. Tiredness falls upon me like a heavy, suffocating blanket. I close my eyes and feel myself shift into the darkness of sleep. Wow, we slept through the night this time. Despite sleeping for hours, I am still tired when I wake. I glance back at my hands and remember the cell's effectiveness. Whatever Anise gave me really worked. I should ask her to make me more. I feel like this is not the last time I'll need it. I must act quickly. The sooner I break the curse, the better. The people who offer to help me are all here. Whom should I ask for help? Okay. Caramel, Rumple, or Rod? This is probably where we start going down a love interest path. So, I think we're going to just go down in order. So we'll go with Karma first. I find Karma sitting quietly at the bar. I thought he was the picture of elegance when I saw him at the toy shop, but he really is just conceited. I walk over to where he is. Oh, Princess Lucetta. You look stunning, as always, in your work clothes. He must be mocking me, but it does not matter. I am here because I want you to teach me about goodness. Not even a compliment in return. I'm rather offended. Relax, Princess. I'm just teasing you. I noticed. Now can you answer my question? Princess, you do wound me so. This is going nowhere. May I ask? Maybe I should ask someone else. Princess, wait. You made the right decision in coming to me for help, I assure you. The best people, Princess, look beautiful. The way you look outside has to match what you have inside. How is that supposed to help me? Are you implying that I am not beautiful? Of course not. I only suggest that you smile more often. Smiling will not help me accomplish a good deed, and smiling has nothing to do with beauty. Oh dear, I'm afraid that's not true at all. People who are beautiful smile all the time, like myself. He's not helping at all. Don't give me that look, darling. A real smile lifts the heart and takes stress off the mind. And, well, in order to do good, you must first change yourself, make yourself more beautiful on the outside and the inside. I really don't know why I came to him for advice. But what did I expect from such a flamboyant man? He is as shallow as a puddle of water. I stare in horror at the floor. Gravel and sand are embedded between the floorboards. The wood beneath my feet is covered in thick muck. The broom. Oh no. Stop. I never thought I'd see this. The princess is actually sweeping. I'd say it's more like the broom is sweeping and the princess is just along for the ride. Lady Parfait, your orders have arrived. Where should I put them? At the back, please. Thank you. I glare at Garland as he begins to move. You are dirtying the floor. Sorry. Garland dashes across the floor with long steps in an attempt to leave as few footprints as possible. This was the Laura's doing, wasn't it? Is it obvious? This has "witch having fun" written all over it. I need water. Oh, excuse me. Wow, completely spotless. You are the worst. Oh, poor broom. Don't be mad at the broom, Princess. It's only trying to help. It is doing nothing but making my life miserable. Lady Parfait, I must speak with you. I look up at the witch that had just entered. She is a regular at the Marchen, and according to Parfait and Delora, a good witch. She orders tea here from time to time. She has mud on her shoes. Why is she glaring at me like that? I believe it's because of your shoes, dear. I've just cleaned the floors. Oh, I'm so sorry. I will clean up after myself right away. Good. The princess is something else. I've never seen a witch so frightened of someone before. Yeah. The witch hurriedly cleans up the track she made coming in before going to speak to Parfait. Even though Parfait says that Delora and this witch is good, I do not trust her judgment, especially not when she considers Delora, who ruined my life, a good person. I put the broom back in its resting place before double-checking my work. Now that I am done, I can continue to work on breaking my curse. Who should I ask for help today. We're gonna have so many save files. I guess it's a good thing they gave us so many. Do we just want to keep talking to Karma? Like I said, just go down the line like that? Or do we want to talk to others and get other perspectives? And get fuzz off my face, that would be great too. Cat hair. I don't think Rumple's gonna give us any information either. I don't think... Out of the three, I think Rod would be the best, but he has no reason to help us. Yeah, let's go talk to Rod, I guess. I glance over at Rod as he enters the tavern. That was almost perfect timing, or it's almost like I chose the option. I heard from Parfait that Rod does not intend to break his curse, yet here he is again. Rod must sense my eyes on him, because the minute he walks in, he turns to look at me. His expression is cold and unmoving. As always, he pointedly leaves the tavern area and enters the reception. I follow after him. I told you to find someone else. What can I do to make you stop hating me? What? You said that whatever I had done to you and your family was bad. So, if I reverse that, I must get a good deed. You truly don't understand how goodness works, do you? I would not be asking you if I did. Rod closes his eyes and rubs the back of his neck. He looks thoughtful, but also irritated. I intend to break my curse as soon as possible, and I will do whatever it takes. And it seems to me that the easiest way to achieve a good deed is to fix the supposed bad things I have already done. So, are you going to help me or not? Tell Lady Parfait I will see her another time. He leaves the room without answering my question. I ball my hands into fists, and he calls me the cruel one. He has no reason to help you, though. A month has passed, and I have yet to complete even one good deed. Not from the lack of trying, though. I've been asking around for advice on how to be a good person, and I've received various answers. What makes someone good? I'd say being selfless, sorry. I think it's important that you consider another person's feelings. Patience. The ability to smooth even the most broken of hearts. Forget I asked. Bravery. Loyalty. You must be beautiful, both on the inside and out. Right. Must I be all of those things in order to be good? According to Parfait, I cannot just pretend. It has to come from my heart. I place my hand on my chest and consider the steady pulse of my heartbeat. This will not be easy. I close my eyes, thinking of all the possible ways I might be able to break my curse, but in the end my mind is blank. Mother, what am I supposed to do? A dream? My personal feelings are not but a weakness for others to exploit. Your personal feelings are nothing but a weakness for others to exploit. This is why you do not show them. You only show them that you are strong. Yes, Mother. You must not let false kindness deceive you. People will use niceties to trick you into exploiting your weak emotions. But you can trust me, Lucetta. I will never hurt you. I will never lie to you. I am all you need. I love you, Lucetta. I love you too, Mother. Is Karma gonna be Lucetta's mother? No. Never mind. Ignore what I said. Karma's man. But Lucetta's mother definitely has some, like, narcissism in her. How are those lessons of yours going? I hope you're not giving anyone a difficult time. I am the only one having a difficult time. Have you tried pairing up with someone? Pairing up? Some of the people in the tavern pair up to assist each other. 2 heads are better than 1, as they say. It's not a bad idea, but the problem is with her. Who's going to volunteer and pair up with the Ice Princess? She has a point. People may not glare at me anymore, but it does not escape me that I am still disliked. Most of the boarders at the Marchen volunteer to help her, remember? I haven't heard any of them retract their offers. It's only a matter of time. Stop it, Delora. It's not your choice. It's your choice, Princess. Pairing up is only a suggestion. Would pairing up with someone really help me break my curse? What if they end up being an annoyance instead? Princess? Excuse me, Princess. I'm sorry for disturbing you, but you've been staring at your tray and the customer is waiting for his order. Of course. Delora has me helping Annie's today. The Marchen is unexpectedly busy and they cannot keep up with all of the customers. Stop daydreaming, Lucetta. Food doesn't deliver itself. I do not need you to tell me that. I stretch out on my bed. The stiff mattress does little to soothe my aching muscles. I was on my feet the entire day, struggling to keep up with the steady stream of people that came into the Marchen. I have never seen the Marchen this busy. I roll onto my stomach and bury my face into my pillow. My arms and legs protest the movement. I refuse to live this kind of life much longer. I need to break this curse as soon as possible. Why don't you pair up with someone? Pairing up might not be such a bad idea. Okay, so we have Karma. Rumple and Rod. I think instead we're gonna save it here and call it for the night. Like I said, I still have things I need to do today, so I can't spend too much longer anyway, and I don't want to get into a new section. So we'll think about it, but most likely we'll just go down the line, start with Karma. I say that, but Rumple's, if we do more than one character, Rumple's gonna probably be the last character we do. Yeah. But otherwise, I will see you all next week, and we'll continue this game. Have a good rest of your day. Bye.